Now you're going to walk your hands towards your feet. You're going to grab hold of the bottom hand holds. And then you're going to stretch out in front of you into a really nice shoulder and a nice bend. And then bring your hands towards your feet to relax. And then straightening your hands out in front of you again and lengthening. And then coming back, relaxing. And one more time, stretching your arms out in front, dropping down. So you're really stretching out those shoulders. And then coming back, letting go of your hand holds and allowing yourself into a nice fold. If your hands touch the floor, cup your hands. Just allow yourself to nice stretch. And then come up one vertebrae at a time, making your head the very last thing to come up. Keep your eyes closed for a breath so that you can feel what you've just done to your body and allow the blood to flow back to its normal rate. And then shake it out. Now, I'm going to get you to leave your hand holds where they are. You're going to bring your sling down. And you're going to come down to about number 5 of your adjustment strap. Now, another way to make sure that your straps and your slings are in the same position, you can tap them together. Now, I want you, so when you look at it, whether you're down low enough, is that your sling should be right at the middle of your shins. Okay? You might want to come up one more. Perfect. All right, so let's come down to the floor. And you're going to, again, look up to make sure you're under the point of suspension. You're going to reach forward, you're going to put your feet into your sling, and then you're going to come one vertebrae at a time coming down onto the floor. Now I'm going to come a little bit more past the point of suspension so that your feet don't hit my head. Okay, and now you're just going to swing side to side. Just allow yourself into a nice pendulum swing, back and forth, to release any tension and stress that could happen in the lower back from the work you've done up to this point. And then come to center. Now what I'd like you to do is roll your pelvis up, and you're just going to kind of go into what I call the reverse plank. So you're going to lift your pelvis up off the floor, and then you're going to slowly, one vertebrae at a time, coming back down. And release. And then you're going to curl up, pushing your pelvis up. And then you're going to curl yourself back down, one vertebrae at a time. And release. And let's do that one more time, breathing up. Pushing your pelvis up. So you're rolling onto the edge of your shoulders. And then one vertebrae at a time, coming back down. Now you're going to bend your legs down, put your soles of your feet nice and planted onto the floor. You're going to reach up and you're going to grab the foam, that nice thick part of your sling, and you're going to lift your pelvis up and you're going to slip that foam right underneath your back so it's engaged, completely surrounding your hips. Exactly. So you're feeling very well supported. Now you're going to bring your feet a little closer to your back. That's in your palms of your feet flat on the floor. You're feeling okay at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to just push your palms into the floor, push your feet into the floor, and you're going to lift your pelvis up a little bit more up towards the ceiling. So you're going into a nice supported bridge. And then slowly slink yourself back down. And then rolling up one more time. Rolling and pushing your pelvis up towards the ceiling. And then slowly rolling it back down. Now this time what we're going to do is we're going to raise our hands up and we're going to put them over our head. But we're going to do it with our breath. So we're going to breathe in as we lift up our pelvis, lift up our hands, bringing our hands behind our head. So we're in a really nice stretch. And then you're going to slowly bring your hands down as you allow your hips to sink back into the floor, into your sling. And then you're going to roll yourself back up, bring up your hands up overhead, reaching, lifting up at the same time, stretching, and then bringing your hands back up and back towards the floor as you allow your hips to sink into the floor. And then you're going to lift your feet up off the ground, and you can do a nice pendulum swing here to adjust your back and to give you another nice stretch. A nice rock side to side. Come into center. Bring your feet to the floor. Lift yourself up and allow the sling to slide out from underneath you. And now we'll sling it right down to your feet. And now you're going to roll over onto your tummy. Okay? And you're going to rest your forehead on the floor and rest your forehead on your hands. And you're going to pendulum swing side to side. And now we're going to do a reverse. And this is called locust. You're just going to stretch and allow yourself to just be here. And then come to center. Drop your knees to the floor. You're going to come up and you're going to go into what I call into a child's pose, reaching back. Feeling that nice stretch. And then coming up. Then you're going to slip your feet down to the floor and wiggle down, and you're going to bring your sling. Now I would like to have your foam right underneath your underarms and allow the sling to fall down. You're going to reach forward, you're going to drop your pelvis towards the floor, and you're just going to allow yourself to sink down. Now if you feel that's too much of a pull on your abdomen, you can walk yourself back a little bit towards me, and that allows your pelvis to lower into the floor. Now you're in what's called an extended cobra. So just allow yourself to let go, dropping down. And then place your hands right underneath your shoulders. And then you're going to lift yourself up and look up towards the sky and do a complete extended cobra. Relaxing the buttocks, relaxing the thighs. It's allowing you a nice stretch. And then coming back down and releasing. And one more time, reaching up, right up, looking up to the sky, extending those arms, dropping the pelvis, and allowing it to stretch. And then coming up now into your child's pose, reaching back. Just allowing yourself to sink down into child's pose and allowing that lower back any stress relief. Now you're going to reach your hands underneath and you're going to grab your sling and you're going to hold on to it. Okay, and then you're just going to stretch out in front of you again and just allow your shoulders to fall down. And then you're going to curl your back up like a cat and up. And then straighten your arms back down, squatting back down into child and lengthening. And one more time, curling up. Bringing your hands towards your knees into a really nice cat stretch. And then slowly stretching yourself back out again. Dropping down and lengthening. And up one more time. then dropping down one more time and lengthening. And then dropping out of your sling, curling up your toes, coming your hands towards your feet, coming all the way up into fold, and then curling up one vertebrae at a time and allowing your head to come up. Nice and slow, and stand still for a breath. All right, so now I'm going to do your first inversion. Okay? Now I'll show you what I want you to do, and then I'll show you, and then you can do it, but I'll walk you with it. So the first thing is with an inversion is you're going to take your sling. The very edge of your sling comes right to the edge of your knees. And you're going to take your hand holds, and you're going to kind of put them in between your legs. You're going to reach behind you and see where my hands are right. You're going to, right at the base of your spine is your sacrum. You're going to lean back and you're going to engage it. Okay? Then you're going to reach in front of your sling, and you're going to drop your shoulders to the floor, and you swing your legs as wide as you can, coming around, and then placing your feet into diamond. And then you're just going to rest here. Okay? So your shoulders are supported, your back is supported, and your feet into diamond. All right. So let's show you how to do that. So the first thing is sitting down, getting the edge of your sling. Okay? Reaching back. Now making sure your head, that's it. There you go. Okay, engaging the back of your sling, so it's nicely back in there. Engaging, dropping your shoulders towards the floor, opening your legs wide, and coming into diamond and just allowing yourself to rest. Okay. Yeah. All right. Around your sling, just outside, you're going to kind of lock your foot onto your sling, and you're going to put your palms of your hands flat on the floor, and you're just going to lift yourself up. You're going to go into kind of like a shoulder stand. And you see how supportive it is to do a shoulder stand. And then you can just let go, wrap your feet back down into diamond, and then just allow your hips to rest and rock side to side. Shift out any tension or any stress that could be happening, and allow yourself to feel again what that feels like to be in a half into inversion. Okay, now let's try shoulder stand once again. So wrapping your feet around, stretching your legs up, and just feel that nice supported shoulder stand. And then coming back down to diamond. And once again, rocking side to side. Just allowing it to let go. And let's do that shoulder stand one more time, wrapping our feet around, reaching up, lifting up. And then coming back down. And once again, rocking side to side. And how does it feel to be inverted? Feels good. All right. Slowly come back out, dropping yourself down, lifting up, and you're going to come right out. Now what you need to do is just come right out into child's pose. So locking your hands behind you, coming down. This way it gets the blood from rushing too fast.